Check. Sound check. How's it going? How's it popping? Hello. Hi, friends. Welcome to a very fabulous podcast. It is me again, Ileana. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for being here and watching episode 3. Today's episode is, we're just going to jump right straight to it. I'm just kidding. Like always, I have my notes here to keep me on track. But today's message is going to be about love. Since I know the past 2 episodes I've kind of been sharing a little bit more of, personal things, I just really wanted to make and focus today's episode on a positive note. So I have my heart-shaped rings, I have my crystals, my pink quartz. This one is about love. If you don't know about crystals have different properties. Read about them, check books. I have a couple books on them. This one is a dark smoked quartz, and it's for protection, but it also clears negative energy. So I just want to utilize a couple crystals today just because I want to get in touch with my angels. That way they can help me deliver a good message for you all. I have my heart chakra incense burning. If you didn't know, we all have 7 chakras, I believe. I'm still learning, so don't quote me on anything. We have our crown chakra, our third eye chakra. We have our heart chakra, our sacral chakra, our solar plexus is where our stomach, and our sacral is where we have like our private area. That's the area that grounds you and pretty much feels and vibrates everything accordingly, like balance. But yeah, like I said, today's episode, I titled it "Love is the Answer to All," just because with the last 2 episodes, I know I touched on a couple personal matters of mine, and I don't want this podcast to be just about negative. Like, obviously I'm sharing it because I want us to all, in a way, like, okay, so yeah, sorry guys, I have, how I am, I found it fuzzy. So let me start over in a way and introduce why I wanted this episode to be about love. And I'm not just saying love as in like, ooh, goo gaga, I love you, but love isn't just love, projecting love, the love frequency, projecting the love vibration, projecting love instead of hate, in our world, because frankly we need it. And I've been reading this book, everything, like always, I will link it down below. When I'm just talking, I just want to flow. I don't want to get caught up on like trying to remember the name. I just want to be here to really channel and, talk about and just, flow. I want to flow, baby. So I've been reading this book. I know I've shared it on my Instagram. So if you don't follow me, go follow me. And it talks about learning like that we're all connected within our stars. So it talks about like astronomy. I'm sorry, hopefully you guys aren't hearing, I'm hearing some noises outside. Confirmation, woo, angels, come on. And it's like the divine triangle or something like that. But I don't know if you've heard, how I've been talking about how I've been getting into spirituality, and it's so, and I might be going like this a lot because I have red lipstick on today, because I wanted to be cute for you guys. But so we all have a purpose, a life path. It's what it's called, the life path number. And I had heard about this, from years ago, but I've been really like understanding it. So pretty much like it's all about numerology, okay? So like, I don't know if you know, but we're all connected in like numbers, and like I believe in science, spirituality, and like the stars. That's just how I see this world, how it's all synced in a way. And the book speaks about, and I'm not done reading it, but what I've learned so far is that we're all connected in numbers, and everybody has a life lesson, a life path number. So mine, you add up like your numbers. It's a whole process. So look it up, do your own research. Like I said, don't quote me on it. And but my life path number is number 6, and it's about love. It's about that is my mission in this earth, to spread love and, compassion, forgiveness. And it makes so much sense because obviously with the the subjects that I've been talking about, obviously I could have stayed, in a dark, stayed in my shadow, stayed in the darkness, and really just like, why me, why this, why that, and, blame and put the finger on others, when I was just like, you know what, it happened, and I'm still gonna spread love, and I'm not gonna let my demons get to me, my ego get to me, because I've just been learning so much, and how, we have the ego because it protects us, it keeps us safe. So I'm grateful for my ego, growing up, and if I'm like, obviously, like, I don't like people touching me. I'm very particular when, like, who I give hugs to, and, because of my ego, it's keeping me safe from past situations. But now I understand, so it all makes sense. Just throughout, like, everything, with the music, and how I've just always, and I think I've always been that friend that, like, wants to make amends, wants to, like, put everybody together. So it all makes sense, you know what I mean? So that's why I really wanted to title this episode "Love is the Answer to All," because I don't want us to stay in negativity. I don't want us to stay in darkness. Like, I know shit happens, okay, and you're entitled to your feelings. We're supposed to feel. We're in this 3D world that we're supposed to feel sadness, happiness, pain, joy, and that's how we grow. you know we're supposed to be like that. We're supposed to go up and down. That's how we experience. Like, I feel like if I hadn't gone through everything that I've gone through, I wouldn't be this person that I am today, good and bad, you know what I mean? And I think it's what we need now. And I don't watch the news for a reason. Like, I don't know if you know, but I'm very empathic. I've known this my whole life. Like, I would cry in movies if I saw, like, an animal hurt, or I would cry, like, if I could feel the emotion, in music and in anything. And now I understand, it's because that's just my superpower. And we all have psychic abilities, okay? I'll also link down another book that I've been also reading, how we're all born with psychic abilities. You know how sometimes you have, like, a gut feeling? That's your intuition. That's your higher self, telling you, hey, you shouldn't do this, or yeah, you probably should. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just, like, to protect you from bad situations. It's just to guide you. And once you start flowing, and instead of, like, second guessing it, you know what I mean, things are gonna work out in your favor. So that's just your higher self. We all have it. It's like, I compare, how I think the other episode I was talking about how I compare life to a Monopoly game. We're all playing a game, man, and it's up to you to see what you want to do. And it's so funny because I know I'm gonna sidetrack for a second, but yesterday when I was making pasta, I harvested my first a cherry tomatoes, or big like, some of them are growing actually big, so I'm letting those actually grow big, in the vine. But as I was cooking, I was like, man, like, I wish I had, like, a chef hat, or, like, an actual chef apron, and, like, I was just like, haha, like, yeah, like, that would be so cool, just, like, to play, like, I'm cooking, like, why not, why not do that? And then I got a message from my higher self, and was like, duh, like, what do you think, like, in a game, when you level up and you have, like, that you can buy certain accessories with your coins or whatever. It's like, in a game, let's say you were playing an actual game, and then you have the option to buy the chef hat or the chef apron, like, because you wanted to be, like, that's your max level, you know what I'm saying? So, like, why? I was just like, duh, like, that's me reaching my highest, like, why not? It's like, it's all a game. And because I was just like, oh, it would be cool, like, have little, everybody can dress up, like, whoever wants to cook and stuff. And I was like, man, it makes so much sense, like, and that's, and that's why I've just been trying to stay in this love energy and this positive energy, because I know I've mentioned how I've gone through some things, and realizing things. I could have stayed very, I mean, I did, I did have my little depression stage, and I feel like I will always kind of have it, just because you know how it is. Like, if you battle through it, or, it can creep up on us. And I just was like, I'm very proud of myself too. In a way, I keep on going, and instead of me like, lashing out at my dad, like, gosh, like, we've lived together now. I moved to our house here in end of 2019, and it's now 2023, and like throughout the years, we wouldn't see him as much, but recently he's been here more. And I've never been yelled at before, and all that has come from him. I've never experienced myself feel so much anger and so much like wrath inside of me. Like, he really triggers. Not anymore. Like, I feel I've mastered it. Obviously, I might have weak moments. I'm human. But he has really, really pushed my buttons. Like, really, like, I'm very frank with you guys. I've never yelled so much in my life until I was living here in this house. And I look at myself, and like, in a way I felt good, because you're letting it out somehow. Obviously, it's not good that I let it out with me like yelling and reacting back in that energy that he wanted me to react back. Like, those type of people, they want you to react back in that energy, because they're energy vampires. They were sucking away all my energy. So I feel like now that I've been just transmuted love, energy, compassion, because hurt people, and he's going through some stuff, as we all go through stuff. So yeah, I lived it, and I learned from it quick. Because even like after, I was like, man, I don't like doing that. I hate being a beach. I don't like it. I don't like the low energy. Could I be? Of course, anybody can be a beach, but I don't want to be. That's not me. I choose happiness. I want to be like, happy, and like try and fix things. And this is me saying personally through my experiences, not just me like, let's spread peace and love. Anybody can say it, but I'm just genuinely saying, if you're going through anything similar, and I'm not talking about like physical abuse, okay, that I will accept my SA. I haven't dealt with physical abuse actually, like now. So this is not me like going into that. But if you're in a situation where it's just kind of, difficult, and you're having constant arguments, be compassionate. Try and keep it together, go out. Like, I would just go outside and just ground myself and just transmute it. You do something that you can transmute that energy. Be an alchemist. That's what I do. I transmute that negative energy, and I do something good with it. You know what I mean? Instead of me just like sitting in my room and like being like, F this, F that, like, fuck, you know what I mean? No, I really just like, what? The Lord has put me in this situation for a reason. I'm supposed to learn something from this situation, and through that, I feel like I've had most of my life lessons through my family, good and bad, you know what I mean? But as of recently, I've just been, trying to be a good citizen, trying to be a good person, and I'm setting boundaries, okay? So don't think I'm a pushover. I'm not, but I'm not gonna be like, what is the term, like, jibber jabber, I'm not gonna be here like, if he's being in a weird energy, I'm not gonna be in a weird energy anymore. I let it surpass me. I'm like, boom, and I just keep on sending my love energy to to anybody that has done me wrong, you know what I mean? Because I know it can be very easy to just bada bing bada boom, bye beach. And I just I just want to share that you can get through anything. Just stand your ground, set up your boundaries, but always lead with love. And I know I kind of got heavy real quick, but I've just been having this on my mind, because like growing up, I also wanted to be a teacher, and now I understand what my mission is here to do. I'm here to teach show love, nevertheless, with everything that has happened, because through my through everything, childhood, adulthood, as I'm growing up, I've dealt with some really dark stuff, and I'm grateful to say that I didn't let it get to me. I've always chosen happiness. If you know me personally, you probably had no idea. A lot of things has happened to me, and that's just because I chose not to dwell in that situation. And also, the Scorpio in me, I like to keep things to myself. I have a hard time trusting people. Like the movie Meet the Fuckers, once you're in that circle of trust, you're in that circle of trust, and I'm loyal as F. That's just how I am. But and I don't know. I feel like we all need love in this world. There's so many things going on. Like I said, I don't watch the news. It brings my mood down. Unless it's like something serious, of course, like I'll hear it on Twitter. That's how I am. Like if something's really going on, it'll pop up on my Twitter. But I'm not here like watching the news at all, because it's like, yeah, sometimes you might hear good things in that, but it's most of the time it's just negative or low vibration situations, and that all feeds yourself. Like I tend to not watch movies that have a lot of like killing and all that, because it brings down my energy. Like I said, I'm very empathic. It all affects me. Like I rather watch something more like mythical. Like, yeah, like I really like the Lord of the Rings series. Yeah, you see some action in there, but I feel like it was a good balance. And sometimes I would just look away, or it looks more magical. So yeah, guys, I just want us to be, and I just want us just to, if I can impact anybody watching, and choose light over darkness, like I feel like I'm doing a good job, using my voice for good, because I don't want to just like I said, like I started just doing my YouTube channel as like showing YouTube videos, and or in my YouTube videos showing like shopping hauls, and yeah, it's all great and stuff, but like that's very materialistic, and I'm not about it. Like I enjoy shopping, I love thrifting, but it's not like I don't want to promote that, like you gotta shop this, you gotta have that, because there's bigger things that we should be talking about. And that's why now this is my episode 3. I feel like we're kind of warming up to really talk about the other subjects that I want to be talking about. I'm just really grateful that I'm in this position now where I can really be myself. Like this has always been me, and I'm really happy to be sharing it, and I'm really excited to share my music, because if you didn't know, music, the frequencies really affect us. It could even brainwash you, if you're listening to like the wrong thing. That's why I don't really like listening to like what was I calling it, some type of like Mexican music that is just very like toxic masculinity. It's some music hurts my ears, and now I understand why, because it's just like, yeah, the frequencies are more like, I don't know, bad, and like there's so much in the industry that I feel like they're just they're pressuring the youth to think about sex, think about all these things that we shouldn't be thinking about as children, because they're children, animals, they're the most sacred, innocent living beings in our planet. Like their purpose is just to live. Animals' purpose is just to live. Insects and everything, and that's, I know I'm going outside, but that's also just love. Like that's why I choose to be vegan, because there's love in the animals, and you can see, if you're really gonna be eating your meats and everything, look up what they're really doing. Look up the industry and how you're getting all your steaks, you're getting all these. And I know now I'm like kind of switching gears real quick, but I've been feeling so good about myself now that, like, because I was vegetarian for a while, aka like I was still consuming dairy, cheese, eggs, that kind of thing. I'm lactose intolerant, so it's like I was really just like, I'm like, what an idiot I was, because it was hurting my stomach, hurting my health. So now that I've been feeling even better, eating more raw, like I've been eating more raw in a sense, like I'll just eat fruit like how it is. I'll make myself fruit bowl or a salad, and I'll just, my dressing will be like olive oil, lemon, and because that's also loving yourself. Especially here in America, we have so much processing is what it's called, right? Um, and eating out as far as like drive-throughs. It's not good for us, guys. Yeah, treat yourself once in a while. Like, heck, I'm a sucker. I love French fries. The Irish in me, I just love potatoes. I can't help it. Sweet potatoes, French fries, waffle fries. I just can't help it. You know what I mean? But, I do try my best to fuel my body right. And that's also putting, like, it all trickles down to you vibrating a certain frequency because you love yourself. You care what you put in your body. You're not here consuming milkshakes every day, and I'm not here trying to trigger anybody. I'm not here to put my finger on you and say how dare you, because we all go through our ascensions, through our transformations. But if I can impact you in some way and you see things differently, really think about, like, what am I really eating right now? What is this? I like looking up the nutritional facts, or yeah, like nutritional facts of different foods, like different the properties, like the health properties of certain fruits, vegetables, and any legumes like beans and all that. I just like because I listen to my body. If I'm like, I'm feeling a little like I feel like I need more iron, especially me that I'm vegan. I really have to like watch what I eat and feel my body right, because I'm active. I do a lot of things every day, and I can't be feeling weak. Like, mama has to fuel herself. If she's really trying to do this world touring, I really gotta fuel myself right. And that's, the love energy. I just, hopefully in me when I'm editing this, I'm not sounding kind of like ooh ooh, but it all comes down to it, friends. And if I can impact you to maybe view your life a little bit differently, eat more vegetarian, eat more vegan, that's just gonna be like, you're gonna be vibrating even better in this world. And if we all are like, it's like, when you walk into a room and you're like, damn, that kind of feels like, or like the saying, I could cut tension with a butter toast or something, right? Because the tension's so thick, I could cut it with a butter toast. Because we're electric beings, we're electricity. Like, when, have you seen them when they have their heart stopped, and then the MPS, or what is it, EMTs, they revive somebody with those electrical shocks, because we are energy. We are energy. Our bodies filled with water. Water is a natural conductor of electricity. It all is tied in, friends. And that's just gonna, once you start understanding and start treating yourself with love, because that's why I'm like, I love myself. I'm gonna make myself some Brussels sprouts and, like, like, I love vegetables, right? So it's like, you eating healthy, it's like you're putting love into your body, and that's gonna reflect in your exterior. If you love your, like, I know cliche, love yourself from the inside out, because you're gonna reflect it. Like, what do you think, I'm so cute? I mean, not to be like that, but I've been like kind of, and my Leo, I have a Leo placement in my chart. I'm a Scorpio, but I have Leo placement, and Leos can be very like, ooh, like, look at myself, like, but it's because you loving yourself from the inside out, it's gonna reflect on the outside. So it's like, once with age, I'm gonna age like a fine wine. I'm feeling myself. I'm grateful for my body. It's kept me safe. It's kept me protected. It's all connected. Okay, it's all connected, and hopefully you guys are vibing with what I'm saying. Hopefully I'm delivering this message right, and not me with my ADHD. But like how I was saying, besides the eating healthy and stuff, like, just, be mindful what you're watching, what you're consuming. If you're eating and watching the TV, watch something positive, because you're coding yourself. I wouldn't recommend watching something very, like low vibration, and you're gonna know, you know what I mean when I say low vibration. Like, I wouldn't watch horror movies while you're eating, or like guns movies. I wouldn't do that, because you're consuming all of that, again, we're all connected. You want to surround yourself with good people, good friends. Like the saying says, you are who you surround yourself with, or who you're friends with. And recently, like, I've just been on my own. I tend to be a lone wolf. I've always been like that growing up, ever since I was little. But that's just because I've always been particular with who I let in my energy, not just because of my empath and I feel people's frequency, but just because, like, it's like, I'm an adult now. I'm 27. If somebody is like a gossiper person and this and that, I've never been like that. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna talk to you, okay? And I've noticed it recently. Like, some people are trying to reach out to me and keep reaching out to me, and I'm just not about it, And if you're watching, I'm sorry that I haven't answered your messages. I just don't want to be part of that energy. And yeah, I can be cold and cut you off like that, but like I say, I choose forgiveness and everything, and maybe it's something I still have to work on. But like, when I see it, when it's consistent and you're constantly showing me that, like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna partake in that. So just be mindful who you're friends with. If somebody's really, like, you're not vibing with, let him down easy. Don't react like, sorry, I'm not gonna hang out with you because you like to gossip all the time. Like, obviously, like I said, have some compassion, have some love. But I tried letting down some people easy, and they just don't get the hint. But I just don't want to be part of it, guys. Right now, I'd rather have my dogs. They are always in a love frequency. They never judge me. I never feel like I have to, like, watch my toes around somebody. I don't like to tiptoe. I like to be myself. If you're gonna be my friend, like, I'm gonna be myself. I'm a very blunt person, but I am working on being more, not so closed off, but like I said, I'm setting boundaries, and if I'm not vibing with you, I'm not vibing with you, and I'm sorry. And if you're in a similar situation that you're like, man, like, none of my friends are responding back to me, is it me that I'm doing something wrong? No, remember, rejection is protection. For some reason, your angels, your Lord, if you believe in God, they're preparing you, one, maybe to grow on your own, because sometimes we need to be isolated to reflect back on ourselves, to grow from ourselves. And and also, you're making room for genuine friends, and so that's why I don't get so sad about it, because I do get sad sometimes. Like, looking back, so, man, I don't really talk to anybody anymore. Like, high school people, I don't really talk to anybody, or they'll just leave me on red, and I'm like, all right, fine, whatever, I'm not gonna keep reaching out. But yeah, once I'm at the top, then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I knew her from high school, or blah blah blah, and say, where were you when I really needed you? So I'm like, whatever, and that's also again, tying back to loving yourself, reflecting back on this love frequency, because those people need to reflect also and understand, like, what, I wasn't probably being a good friend. I should really reflect on that. But anyways, guys, yeah, I feel like maybe if you're also listening or watching me, we might be on a similar situation with similar frequencies. So I hope I was able to shine some light on the subject. Like I said, this title of this episode is Love is the Answer to All. If you're in a situation, and if any question or anything like that you guys want me to answer in another episode, DM me, email me, whatever, however you want to reach me. I'm all ears, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to spread love and peace, be like Jesus, how Jesus was, spreading peace and love, even when they were, persecuting him. So I want to be like that. You can spit on my face, but I'm not gonna spit back. I'm just gonna set my boundaries. And we all need that. So just fuel yourself with good love, good intentions. I'm really excited for what's to come. Personally, And that's why I'm also like, man, I know I've been going through some things, but I'm just really happy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really happy with the person that I'm becoming. And I guess it's just how life is, right? Like how you said, like you really are yourself when you're reaching your 30s. And I'm 27, but I'm an old soul. Maybe another episode we can talk about that. I don't know if you believe in lifetimes, and definitely an old soul. I definitely was a mermaid and lived through the Egyptian age. You can tell, I know, side note, you can tell your past lives with the things that you like, especially like now we're in the year 2023, so you're like, man, why do I really like medieval movies and stuff? It's because you probably lived through that life. We come to earth to experience the human experience, to learn through our lessons, and if you don't learn, you're gonna come back and redo it again, and it's only gonna get harder. So I feel like that's why I've had some really, really tough situations through my life. Ever since I was a child, I felt like, there's been some moments I haven't really, and we're gonna reach full peace of mind and full love soon. I'm just really excited for what my life has in store. Yeah, friends, it's tough out here for a pimp. I don't know if you've seen Hustle and Flow. Definitely check it out. It's a good movie. Anyways, I know ADHD, but oh my goodness. Hopefully this episode makes sense, guys. Sometimes I feel awkward like recording myself and and just trying to project a good message, but I feel like I've touched base on the notes that I have here. Yeah, we talked about setting boundaries, not reacting in anger, reacting with compassion and love to keep balance, because it's not just like for the person, it's for you. It's for you guys, because when you're like, you feel that energy, like you're in an argument and you arguing back, and then you're like to yourself, and you're in that energy, is because you reacted in that, and I know, trust me, I've had my issues with anger, and I know you're probably like, wow, Ileana, wow, really? I could never see that from her. Honey, yeah, there's been moments when I just want to throw shit. Like, I just wanted to, like, and see how it feels me? Like, I just wanted to, but no. See how I have to calm myself down? But no. Why? Because you store that energy in yourself. Transmute that energy. If somebody's spitting in your face, go paint. Whatever it is that you love to do, use that for good. That's what I've been doing. Just been writing a lot of music, alchemizing that energy. And I recently bought a book. It's called The Alchemist. I will also link it below. I haven't started it yet, but it's about alchemizing energy and doing good. Because they want you, when I say they, I'm talking about like, what our world is about. They want you to stay angry. They want you to stay sad because you're consuming the negative things. You're drinking more. Yeah, I like alcohol. I like champagne. I like rosé. But I'm not using it to numb myself anymore. I smoke here and there nowadays. I'll just have like a bowl and I'll be good. I'm trying also to just not even do it for the singing. Smoking is not good for you, for your throat chakra. But because they want you to consume all these negative things. They want you to go to the strip club. They want you to watch those weird movies, if you know what I mean. They want you to drink more because they want you to stay in a low vibration, man. The hippie in me, they want you to stay in this low vibration, man. You gotta really see love and light is the way. It's gonna be for you at the end of the day. See how I rhyme there? It's for you guys, because you're gonna feel so much better. And that's why I felt like I've been feeling really happy, about myself, about how my life is going, because I've been choosing love instead of anger, instead of like, why did he do this to me, or why did you do this and that, or why I'm not having expectations. When you don't have expectations and you're just going with the flow, you're going with the flow. I let go of control. When is this gonna happen, or how is this gonna happen? Because that was a really big lesson that I had to learn myself, because of what I've gone through. It makes sense that I want to control things because I don't want to get hurt. I'm a human being for. No, I'm not gonna say for Christ's sake. I was gonna say that, but like, I don't get upset about it anymore. Now I understand. I psychoanalyze myself. Like, why am I reacting this way, or why did I react this way? It's because just what the stuff that you've gone through. So just having more compassion, and of course, if I have a moment where I just need to excuse myself, I'll excuse myself, and really, I'd be like, oh, I kind of feel a little like, oh damn, I can't believe you said that, and I'm like, but it's like, what can I do? I can't expect people to react or act the way I would. You know what I mean? We don't do that. All you can do is lead with example. Like now, me just with my family being around me, they're consuming more vegan stuff. As far as food, like the pasta that I made yesterday, that I made the little tomatoes, it was vegan. It was so freaking good, guys. Side note, it was spaghetti noodles, and I sauteed vegan butter, chopped garlic, spices, and some nutritional yeast, like because I kind of wanted to make it a little bit thicker instead of adding flour. And what else? Salt and pepper, that kind of thing. Oh, and a lot of olive oil, and also basil oil. I sauteed them, then I added veggies first. Well, side note, but yeah, I added the veggies, blah 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 blah, saute them with the fixings, and then I added the noodles and like mixed it all, and then I cut separately. I cooked some vegan sun-dried tomato sausage, I guess, and I topped it that as like our protein. But they've been vibing with it, and I'm not expecting them to like eat vegan all the time. Like my dad today had a machaca burrito that I got for him. I'm saying, like, I could be pissed at my dad for everything that he's done to me from childhood and growing up, but there is some love there. Like, he got us this house to like kickstart our businesses, and I know deep down he does support us. It's just his narcissistic that gets to him, and through everything that he's done to me personally. I know at the end of the day, like, if I say something, I know he would be there for me. Like, I know a side of him is there for me, you know what I mean? And I know that chapter is gonna be ending soon, so I'm like, bro, you're gonna be freaking singing in arenas, very soon. Why am I choosing to stay in this low vibration when I know I'm almost done here? I'm almost gonna be, singing and touring and traveling the world and raising the vibration and all over the world, because that's what I'm meant to do. I'm like, why, woe is me, you know what I'm saying? Like, why even stay in that? So that's my message for you guys. Try your best, lead with love, lead with compassion, and others will follow. And even when you don't think so, trust me, they will. I've seen it already. Like if somebody, like even my brother, like a couple days ago, kind of reacted to me in a weird way, and I was just like, bro, I left. I left him to stay in his energy, and that's not gonna affect me. I'm gonna keep on striving. But oh, friends, yeah, this episode was a little extra, but I have a closing message here that I wrote down, and then we're also gonna end this episode 3 of Love Conquers All, right? Or Love Conquers All. I like that. I wrote down here, love is the answer to all. But the closing message that I wrote down is, I know it is hard to not rely on our passion, anger, and frustrations, but at the end of the day, if we act out with compassion and love, we will feel better and be in a better mindset. The Jesus mindset is what I called it. Nevertheless, lead with love and help others follow. We're on this together, friends. I'm transmuting love energy to you, good energy to you, and I hope you can lead with example, and you can be that leader and just fuel your body with good stuff, with love energy, because if we all do, our world is going to feel better. And I know it sounds like crazy to think about, and whatever, but it's true. We all have this energy within us, and we walk somewhere, and when we go to stores, other people are gonna feel that and are gonna react also. And you're gonna light somebody's candle, that person's gonna light another candle, that person's gonna light a candle. Soon it's gonna be this world full of beautiful candles. So Yeah, friends, we got this. Thank you so much for watching episode 3 of a very fabulous podcast. Like I said, my mission of this podcast is to grow a community, inspire others, to be vegan, with the messages that I relate to you guys. Just help Mother Earth, and it all ties in, friends. It all ties in. So I'm just really grateful to have this outlet to just speak my mind and share with you guys, because through my creativity, but this is also a passion of mine, is to just voice the matters in my head and inspire others to follow. So anything that I was talked about today will be linked down below, so please check out the description box, as well as all of our affiliated links. You can support me by shopping my vintage boutique online. If you also, guys, like, I have a special code, so if you're watching this, go down to the description box. For my YouTube viewers, I have a special code for you guys that never ends, and you can use it on anything as long as it's a $20 plus order. I ship worldwide. We shipped all the way to Australia. That's been my farthest customer that I've had. You can check out more of my videos, as well as my brother's Ocean Grow Records. Listen to his music. Soon my music will be affiliated there in the channel. I'm just really excited, guys. What else? If you want anything, or you want me to source anything, DM me, email me, and I will be happily to do so. I'm currently still working on my showroom. I'm really excited to do photo shoots there and just use that to fuel my music, because I already have a couple things that I want to purchase. A cool mic. Yeah, guys, I'm just really excited to keep shining this love and use my creativity for good. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it so much. We're going to do a big giveaway once we have 100 subscribers, so we're almost there. And you can click the bell icon if you want to be notified whenever I upload. I have a video that I want to record soon that I'm going to be reacting to my old vlogs, like when I was little, like maybe 10, 12. I have, even when vlogging didn't exist yet, I have a couple videos that I had uploaded. So not on my YouTube, but just I have them saved on my personal stuff. So I think I'm gonna do that, because it's just kind of looking back, and realizing this what I've always. And I'm burping. Sorry. When you're talking and sometimes you get burps, just kind of you're getting confirmation. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm really excited to make that video. Just make a fun, lighthearted video. Not like a podcast video, but just for the YouTube channel. But yeah, friends, we've come to the end of this episode, so we're gonna close it off with my poem that I wrote down for this episode, and it goes like this: love, we can't live without it. Love, we can't see without it. Love is what we inspire. Love is what needs to be higher. Love, we're in this together. Love will save us all. So if this is your first time watching my episode, or an episode of my podcast, I close it off with a poem that I wrote down. So hopefully you guys like that. Just want to end it on a good note. Just remember, love will save us all. And spiritually, mentally, physically, if you love yourself, like how RuPaul says, if you love yourself, no, if you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen up in here? Amen, beach. Amen. And it's true, guys. Be more mindful of your actions. Be more mindful of your consumptions. And you will feel better, I promise. So don't let the man get you down. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all for supporting me and watching my episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode today. Yes. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Like I said, subscribe to the channel. More fabulous stuff coming soon, and more music content coming soon. I'm just a low-key perfectionist, so if I'm gonna put myself out there, especially in music, I want it to be perfect chef's kiss. So yeah. All right, guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stay fabulous, and remember, love conquers all. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.